Please describe your job title and primary duties.
Well, basically sales, retail, customer service, and basically just help out the customer.
What was the work environment like?
Pretty comfortable. Got co-workers, good to work with and everything. Nice little friendly place to work.
Please describe a typical day as an employee.
Well, some days it's pretty busy. A lot of people like hats, of course, so come through and buy things.
How would you describe the application and interview process?
Well, the application interview process is like they ask you about how did you find this store, what makes you want to work for them, and how do you what's your experience with hats and selling.
What questions did the interviewer ask during the job interview?
I remember it was one question that says, she said, what would you do if a person was to come in and buy an old sideline hat? Like, how could an old, like for football or whatever, what could they do for them? Like, how could you really sell off an old sideline hat? And I was completely stumped by this question. And she said, it's a good for a collector's item. And I was like, oh, correct. Pretty clever.
What set you apart from other candidates?
A lot of people came in dressed down with button-ups on, you know, shoes, dress shoes, and slacks. And I really came with a polo, a hat, to show them that I was actually, I knew about hats. I was a big hat person. And I just showed them, my experience with them and how many I had. And a lot of people didn't really have any. They're just trying to get a job. So that, like, the main thing a employee or manager will really look for is, like, if you have some type of experience with the product knowledge.
What other advice would you give to a job seeker looking to get employment?
I basically say make sure you're comfortable. Prepare for obvious questions like what made you get this job, who put you on with this job, or whatever, and make sure you know about product knowledge and how to sell things, teams, ball caps, snapbacks, even like skater brands, all that. Like, just make sure you know everything. Look at list.com, look kind of products they have. Just make sure you're ready for the interview.